This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Brissett. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Murray now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for James Conner. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Commanders 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Take it in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 12, Brissett slings this deep for McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamin Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Brissett. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another. Sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Brissett now. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 28 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Murray off play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down, Connor looking for space. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Cliff Kingsbury here on fourth down trots out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into... He's got a man, complete! And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is Murray. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Murray with a third and long. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Murray from midfield. Pat, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 50 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. First down, Murray. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. To try again after the sack. Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Brissett to throw on first. To the right side and complete to Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Brissett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play fake, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Murray now on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Murray again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete on the deep ball. Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brissett again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Brissett. This is caught by Tate. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Second down and 3. To throw is Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brissett. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Slot man moves right. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Hey. Run it up.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off